Hey everyone! Welcome to an early stream for once. How you guys doing? You staying safe? I certainly hope so. Yeah, so trying out an earlier stream. At least the lighting is slightly better. It's not really that much better, but we're not completely in darkness. I don't have to shine a lamp in my face. That's all positive stuff, right? I'm not sure if I get good views around this time. Usually streams do better when it's later at night, but I also kind of figure with like the pandemic thing going on, more people will be at home and ready to watch live streams whatever time. I think it would probably be a lot better lighting in here if it just wasn't cloudy outside. I think that's the real problem. But yeah, how do you guys feel about 3 o'clock streams? Do what I do, use 3 big bright lamps in the room for recording. Yes, all I need is 3 big bright lamps. This one that I got, it's pretty bad. I mean, this is just yellow, disgusting, dim light. And that's about it. I need to get some very bright white lights to just shine straight in my face, illuminate my whiteness. That's what I need. Water. So how are you guys doing? Anything exciting happening? Because for me, it's mostly been a pretty slow week, actually. Not too much going on. I didn't even upload that much. I uploaded like 3 videos. I mean, Fridays now I'm saving for the live streams. I missed Tuesday. That's what it is. Missed a video Tuesday. I don't remember what I was doing Tuesday though. Life gets chaotic at times, and I just missed a Tuesday. Just stopping by to drop like. Oh, that's nice. Stuck at work. Oh no. Well, at home, this is my work. This is all I do. I just type on the computer, draw some commissions, and then I do a video. All fun stuff. But, yeah, slow week. So it's nice to sit down, not have to worry about a topic to discuss, and just do a live stream, I guess. I'll probably just here to say hello. Well, hello. Stop crying. Is my face looking red again? Even in this lighting, my face looks red. I don't know what goes on, man. You know, that's the thing with my videos. People probably haven't noticed, but I actually turn the brightness up on my videos because the lighting is always dark down here. Now, I don't think I can change the brightness during a live stream on StreamYard over here. Yeah, there it is. But, I mean, if anyone knows how to do that, I could totally start doing that because clearly I'm always stuck in darkness. That's the real problem. Red Gaze made a comic. Oh, yeah. A lot of people are coming out with comics. It's all good stuff. Are you guys finding money to support them comics? I sure hope so. I've actually been holding back on some spending because I'm trying to be a little bit more wise with where my money goes while I may not be a... Actually, has anyone gotten their stimulus yet? It's a weird question to convert to, but I did my taxes to get my stimulus. Still waiting on it. My sister got hers. I got my stimulus thingy. That's cool, man. It's cool, man. Part of me is a little bit paranoid that I'm just not going to get it for some like crazy reason, like, oh, stimulus package doesn't go to self-employed people, and then I just get screwed. I don't even make a living wage. I already know that I definitely pay way too much in taxes. I would not be doing my taxes if it wasn't for the stimulus package. You can use bounce lighting, placing a bright white surface behind your camera will reflect light on you. I mean, there's a white wall right here, and I'm right in front of the window right here. If I move over to the wall, in theory, should I be brighter? Because it seems a little bit darker near the wall, which is why I'm in front of the window. And it's not really that bright outside either. It's all cloudy. Then that may not help. Fair point. Oh well, we're coming up with solutions. That's the important thing, guys. Working together to find a solution to bad lighting in the Dannphan dungeon. This has been a problem ever since I moved here. It's just nothing is quite the way I need it to be. I really do just need those giant stand-up lights that shine bright light on me. But that is another investment that I would probably need to save up for. And I'm not sure if it would be super worth it in the end. One of your feeds ended up in my feed talking about comics. Now I pretty much see every video. Oh, thank you for watching. It's all good. Like a human heat lamp? Yes. You just need as much light in this room as possible. If it can reflect off of every single corner, that would be great. That would be ideal, really. Save up, use that 1K you get, and yeah, right? As soon as I finally get it. I really do hope I don't get screwed out of that deal because of some small text on the bill. Go to Lowe's, get yellow stand-up lights. But it's yellow. I don't want it to look yellow. Yellow is actually my least favorite color. Fun fact. Write that down into the Dannphan wiki. You could upgrade your webcam. It's a built-in ring light. I'm actually just using my laptop camera. It's much better than the camera that I had before this, which was super, super old camera. But everyone always says that this camera is blurry, and I keep on thinking that I need to like wipe it, but I think the quality is just blurry. I think that's just how it comes, honestly. Sorry. All right. Making more comics? Always making more comics. I got a bunch of comics in the works at the moment. All the yellow stuff in the wall behind you. Those are wanted posters via One Piece. I still hate yellow, but they were a gift. And unfortunately, I have to accept gifts. Them's the rules. That's okay. Super new to your channel, just discovers you. Seems like pretty cool content. Is there anything to know that I should know? Inside jokes? What do you do? What do you do? Well, I do whatever I want to do on the channel. For the most part, I guess I mostly cover like different news topics, stuff to do with comics. I do a lot of comic reviews. And then every now and then I'll just do random goofy videos because I want to laugh. And I would hope that other people want to laugh too. So, you know, it's one of those things on YouTube where when a channel is constantly covering news articles that are always like kind of depressing at times or kind of pessimistic, it kind of bleeds on to the YouTuber themselves. They start becoming a little bit more pessimistic. And I don't want that to happen with this channel where we're always covering sad news topics. So I throw in goofy videos every now and then to keep it light and happy as sometimes. So new cheats an inside joke, her alter ego. Okay then. I thought your video on the new American Chavez was hilarious and spot on. Well, thank you. Oh, we got a super chat. Thank you, Francisco. Do you know Miraca and Dolfo's comic books? If not, check it out. Well, thank you for the recommendation. No, I have not heard of Miraca and Dolfo. I'll have to definitely look that up later. That sounds interesting. Yeah, you're mentioning I haven't been watching Zach's channel because it's all doom and gloom. You really do gotta chill out every once in a while. And I don't think that's just true of me. I think it's true of everyone. Everyone needs to chill every once in a while. And usually some people's live streams are really good for that because they're just talking and goofing off. And I think people like to engage in these conversations and goof off themselves. It's all fun. I just read that San Diego Comic-Con is canceled. Yeah, I heard about that too. Honestly, I'm more surprised that it wasn't already canceled. But it's kind of expected, you know? It's kind of just how it goes. Just sipping. Anyway. Favorite moment this year so far? Well, that's probably just the new guy meme. But I guess there are some happy things. There are some happy things that happened this year. It's not all bad things in 2020. It's just like more recently, there are a couple bad things. Sonic movie did great. That's a good thing. It crushed a DC movie. That's awesome. And yeah, there are fun things happening too, guys. I'll be watching Appa Ben's stream later since he roasts a lot of bad takes on social media, and that's always funny. Yeah, I watch Appa Ben's videos. I'm not super on the ball with his live streams, though. What's that? A super sticker? I honestly don't know what a super sticker is, but thank you, Hunter Rose. Will we get a Golden Axe movie? Who knows, man? Sonic movie exceeded my expectations. Here's hoping the next movie is based on Sonic 3 and that Robotnik is in the Mushroom Hill Zone. Yeah, I can imagine him being in the Mushroom Hill Zone. I don't know if they would skip over 2 that quickly and just go to Sonic 3, but that's good stuff. Yeah, I know what article you are referencing, and that is kind of funny. Pandemic's going on, women most affected. Anyway, hope you guys have been doing good. And there's another super sticker. Super sticker. Once again, I don't know. Can someone explain super stickers to me? I'm actually out of the loop of that. Another super sticker. Yeah, what is it? I know that YouTube added some sort of emoji thing to their platform. I haven't looked further into that. Okay, here's a super chat. What are your thoughts on the stylized art style in books like Batman Arkham Asylum or the 90s graphic novel Meltdown Wolverine Havoc story? Those are very specific. For most art styles, I think it depends on the mood that you're trying to execute with it that really helps it match and really makes it a good art style, you know? But yeah, very, very specific stories being quoted there. I like art styles based on how well they match the story. Sometimes when an art style doesn't match, it just makes me uncomfortable. Or sometimes, you know, when basic proportions and things look out of whack, it just looks too much for me. But yeah, for the most part, it's all about matching what you're trying to do in the story. And then another $1.49 super sticker. I have no idea. Is it actually showing like emojis for you guys? And for me, it's just not showing it because I'm on Streamlabs? That would actually be kind of interesting if that's what's going on. Let me get my phone. I'll pull up the stream on my phone. I'm gonna learn something today. Very nice hat. Oh, hey, Ishkra. Welcome to the stream, girl. All right. Yes. I see it now. Okay. So it's just not showing me the stickers because I'm on the... Okay. Why are you posting unicorn? Okay, that's really funny that it doesn't show up on the Streamlabs. That's interesting. Well, apologies for not being able to show your super unicorns. Sorry for being late. Absolutely no problem. We've barely talked about anything. The party is just beginning, in fact. We're all good. The unicorns must be unleashed. Yes. Exactly. Man, Streamlabs needs to get their act together and like show me these emojis. This is important. I gotta see them unicorns. Do you review digital comics? Also, as an American digital artist, do you think it's preferable to color graphic novels or do it as monotone? Love your content, by the way. That's a good question. I do review some digital comics, and I think most people prefer color. But you know, sometimes black and white or monotones, it's able to give you another like certain mood. How you color it also can display a certain mood. It's all about what you're trying to artistically accomplish. But I think if you just like blatantly say which do you prefer, color or monotone, most people would say color. You know? Yes. Anyway. So here we are on a Friday. I'm sure that I had things I was going to talk about, but now I'm not even sure. And I don't know if you guys have seen my kids comic via Twitter. I finally posted about that after not deciding to post anything about it for a long time. And it's a really weird thing to try to sell people on a kids comic after you just like got finished being all orgasm girl on everybody. First, let me answer this super chat. Any advice for finding an artist to draw a comic book? I'm currently trying to find one for my comic book. Oh, good question. You know, there are a lot of artists out there who are looking for work, especially now. Some will do commissions on Twitter or DeviantArt. I've never gone to DeviantArt to pick up an artist, but you know, just an example. You can direct message a lot of people if you like their art style, if you've looked through their little portfolio, and ask them what their rate is, see if it matches what you're going for, work out a deal of sorts. Chances are they'll probably be interested, but you never know. They might have a gig that they're already content with and don't need to pick up another job. So yeah, I guess it's mostly just a search for what you're looking for. Alternatively, you could go straight on to Fiverr. I hear that there are a lot of artists who go on there, but yeah. I guess that's all I had to say. Anyway, so yeah, we got, whoa. Oh my gosh, is that how it appears? That looks so weird. Let's do this. Yes, that's much better. What is this? That looks awful. Oh, bad computer, bad. There we go. So this is Ellie the Illuminator. Oh, she's adorable. I want her to kill me. That's such a cute robot. Oh my god. Yes, after many a month not selling people on my kids comic, I finally made a post to us, and I thank you, Ishka. I did quite enjoy writing and drawing this one. First issue actually turned out pretty short, but then I wrote the second one recently, and it's a much better length, I think. So what I've been doing is also putting mini comics that I think will go at the end of the issues, and there'll be like a little parody on how in those old style cartoons you would have the cartoon characters give like kids advice on like don't do drugs and stuff like that. I was gonna have that. Like mini comics that kind of parody that at the end. I thought that would be fun. A little Sonic Says segment. Only it features a dangerous killer robot. Do you like thin line beam mouth SJW animation style? I hate it. I think that is definitely overdone, to say the least. And I think that it's become very, very, very unpopular over the years. But yeah, and you probably also noticed the little logo at the top. That was done by a friend of mine. That's Omega Des, did the little logo, and I was kind of, I did some like really rough looking logos, and for the most part they looked awful. So I was like, all right, I need to get someone to do something that looks a little bit simpler, a little bit better than what I can come up with. So I got Omega Des to do that, and I think it looked good now. I think it do good. And yeah, you notice the burning star name. You see, naming things is the hardest part of the job, really. It's originally going to call it redundancy, but that just seemed a little bit too long for a publisher name. You always want to get people's advice on things, but sometimes people aren't that great at giving advice. They're just kind of like, I don't know. Sometimes Adam is like that himself. He's just always, I don't know. It's like, well, why do you think I'm asking you? I need answers. But yeah. I do like the logo itself, though. Looks good. Yeah. So, I've got a beta version of the website currently, but, beta, I gotta make it look good. And yeah, you'll be able to read that. It'll be the only one that is like buyable, actually. All the other comics that I'm putting up on the website right now will be free. So it'll be a few free web comics, and then I'll have this one up for sale. And hopefully I'll have more comics up in the future. I am working on a few other different comics, so it's a coming. It's all coming together. And of course, still working on Orgasm Girl. So can never forget about that. I'll have that being sold. And you remember that America Chavez video where I was talking about my ideal version of America Chavez? Be super patriotic, over the top American. I'm gonna do a comic like that. While I was like listing ideas during that video, I was thinking to myself, actually, that sounds awesome. I should do that. So now I'm working on that. Simultaneously working on a romance manga, working on Street Levelers Reboot, and of course, Orgasm Girl relaunch, which is coming up soon. I'm starting to think we can launch in June. So, look at that. You have a time to look forward to. Would your patriotic character be just as thick, though? Oh, even more thick. Ultimate thickness, my friend. It will be amazing. I was working on a draft of it today, and I was having fun. That's the important part. Oh my gosh. But anyway, do you have anything to say to me, people? Are there any questions? I feel like I've done a lot of announcing of a lot of different things. You have all the knowledge of what's been going on in my life right now. Hit me. Extra thick. Yep. Laid on extra thick. Thick patriotism is true patriotism. 100% true. Do you prefer Dannphan or Trisha? I don't mind either name. It's all good. What's your eye color? It ranges from brown to yellow. I guess they call that golden brown. So it's a weird name. Will you be teaming up with Tim Lim to do your patriotic comic? No, but any collaboration is possible. Thoughts on the Susie Liu situation? Yeah, I briefly looked into that. I guess the problem is she's just striking a bunch of YouTubers' videos who talk about her and like criticize her or whatever. Obviously, very bad for YouTube to just like allow someone to copy strike the hell out of people's videos. And oops, okay. Super chat. And I was trying to click on that, but then just thank you for the super chat. Your channel is one of my favorites, and these live streams are so chill to listen to. Oh, well, thank you. I'm glad I can be chill listening entertainment for you. Sometimes I am quite nervous about live streams, finding things to talk about. So I'm glad that I'm doing the job right. Any comment on current nonsense? I think I've said enough about current nonsense. Have you thought about submitting to Alterna? I have submitted to Alterna before. It's a fun little process. Will you be doing a cover with Dynamite? Yeah, a lot of people are doing covers with Dynamite lately, it seems. You should collaborate with Oda. I'll get on that right away. Right away, my friend. Do you feel like your name, real or screen name, isn't recognizable enough compared to other authors, artists, creators in the industry or community? I don't know, man. deep question to ask all of a sudden. It's like, do you feel like your name isn't recognizable enough when you compare it to other people's names? Do you feel like you are worthy of living on this earth? I don't know. I mean, I do okay. I don't have to be like super recognized. I do okay. I do okay. How American will you go with the comic? Oh, very American. I will do my best to make every American reference there can ever be made. It'll be amazing. And we're all artists. Maybe. Thoughts on Dana Schwartz, She-Hulk writer, compared straight men to trash, and Heather Antos, Valiant Comics senior editor, said America had the worst fans. I mean, that's just them being them. That's what they've been saying on Twitter for fucking years. That's nothing new. That's not news. I mean, they're not very nice people. We kind of know that, right? Nobody thinks that these people are like role models, right? Nobody in the chat is looking up to these people like they're the nice role models we have to look forward to. It's freedom intensifies. Yes, exactly. Bring back the American way. Going full American with comics, does that mean you'll have a bald ego in said comic? Oh yeah. The main character, in fact, is going to be riding a bald eagle. And it's going to be amazing. You're going to love it. How do they get these jobs? Well, it's all about putting your company's name in an article, basically. It's all about being in the news, even if it's for something bad. I see your katana. Are you into samurai? That's another gift, but I do actually enjoy the gift. I also have a Naginaga over there, which was another gift. I protect my home with these weapon gifts. No one shall ever rob me. Not ever again. Anyway. Can't wait for the barbecue. Oh, yeah. Still got the barbecue. I can give you a few inspirational characters, but sadly, no LGBTQ things, though what the industry is enjoying right now. Have no idea what conversation is going on there. My gifts are always gift cards to the Outback Steakhouse. I love steak, legitimately. It's probably my favorite food. Steak? Oh my god. Oh yes. Steak and fucking mashed potatoes. Oh yes. Steak is so good, honestly. I was watching this anime. I don't remember which one it was, but one of the things that was funny about the anime was in the dialogue. They were talking about how they had beef at their house and they were having like a beef dinner, and they spoke about beef like it was some super rare meat that no one could get their hands on, right? And I guess like maybe in Japan, it's just not as common to have beef over there as it would be in America. But it was super interesting to me how amazing they thought beef was, because I felt myself being reflected into the anime. I was like, yes, beef is amazing. Beef dinner, I would go have fucking beef dinner. Now everyone's naming animes. I don't remember which one it was, honestly. I think it might have been Todoroki. What? I forget the name of it, man. Kobe beef is super expensive. Expensive in Japan? Right. But man, steak is so damn good. I'm sorry, but if you didn't go to Outback Steakhouse with primary intention of getting a house salad with mustard vinaigrette as the side to your steak, then you're doing life wrong. Ah, man, I'm always about the Caesar salads. It's expensive here. I mean, it's kind of expensive here. Imagine spending $100 for steak dinner in the US. Oh my gosh, there is actually a steakhouse near me that is legitimately super expensive. Me and Adam went there because he saw that it was a steakhouse and he knew that I loved steak. So out of pure, like, let's go do something random, let's go try new things, we go into the steakhouse. And first of all, they sit us on this wooden bench that's not super comfortable. And everything about this place looks really rustic, right? We get the menu, we look at it, and it's like $100 to $200 for fucking steak. or like, depending on the size of the steak, it just goes higher and higher. I think the lowest that you could get for a meal is like $75. It was so much. And me and Adam were just looking at each other like, what the fuck? What is going on here? This place doesn't look like a fancy smancy restaurant. We're sitting on a wooden bench. I mean, this steak would have to be the best steak in the world for me to pay $150 for it, And even then, I would need a nice seat. It was so bizarre. Well, apparently it's like a 5-star restaurant, but I don't think it really deserves to be called a 5-star restaurant. I didn't see anything that was very 5-star about it. And the person who owns that steakhouse owns like 2 other places that are right down the street, basically. And they do not charge $150 for steak. And it's probably the same steak being served. So what, do you have fucking Gordon Ramsay in the kitchen over there? What's going on? What's going on? Why is this steak like $20 and this steak is $150? I don't understand. Someone needs to explain. I don't get it. It's a place in Moscow called Hunter's Lodge, and it's $200, and meat is the only thing on the menu, but like all kinds of meat. I mean, it's fun trying different kinds of meat, but still, go to the jerky place to try different types of meat. Whenever I go to a Gordon Ramsay restaurant, my wallet just starts crying. I think it might have been the chef who worked there, honestly. I think the chef was probably just someone who's like famous or something. I don't know. I have to look that place up and find out what it was about that restaurant that caused the dinner to be so ridiculously expensive. Because I mean, I can't figure it out. I don't know, man. But yeah, steak is delicious. I'll happily pay $20 for a steak. I realize I could get a hamburger for $10, but I mean, Steak. That prime, nice steak, man. I'll eat hamburgers too, of course. They're also good, just not as good as pure steak. Cows were massaged before death. Yeah, exactly. Thank you for the donation, Matthew. What universe has the best magic rules? I like Full Metal Alchemists. That's a good question, actually. I think a lot of people might say Full Metal Alchemist. But, it's funny, me and Adam had, like, a discussion about that recently, where we were talking about magic systems. And Adam was basically just like, people who come up with insanely complex magic systems are just making it complicated for everyone who reads the book. And, because it's fucking magic. You don't always have to explain quite how it works. You just need to have an idea of balance. And some people get really, really into trying to figure out like how it works, all these complicated rules. Like they make a graph, how everything works. And then they like make a whole entire book just dedicated to understanding the magic in their other book. Yeah, I think whenever it gets like way too fucking complex, you've lost most of your audience. You gotta keep it fairly simple. It's magic. It doesn't have to make sense. It's fucking magic. It's supposed to bend the rules of reality. What is the best way to deal with writer's block? I mean, I mostly just watch a lot of stuff. Watch stuff that inspires you. Stuff that makes you feel good. I think being in a good mood in general might help with writer's block, but consuming media, consuming music, shows, movies, reading some books, reading some comics, it's all good stuff. Something will fucking inspire you. When you're thinking up story ideas, where would you say you get your main inspirations from? I mean, you want me to point out a specific inspiration show where all of you can go watch and you'll have inspiration flowing through your body? I don't know if there's a place where I get my main inspirations from. It's just like spreading yourself out and looking into different things, different people's works. And yeah, like I said before, just making yourself feel good sometimes really helps. Getting that confidence building inside of you. You feel like you can write anything and make it work. You could even write a comic about a girl who makes men orgasm with the snap of her fingers, and it'll work because you're just so amazing. You know what I mean? But, yeah. Most inspiration and motivation, it's all just coming from consuming a lot of different media and it's getting inspired by other people's works. It's getting those creativity juices flowing. I think improv is also kind of interesting to watch. Because, I don't know, it's just something about improv that makes me think about different things. When I say improv, I mean shows like Whose Line Is It Anyway? Shows like those where they kind of turn into a game, like think about something this, and then you try to think about a way to make it funny. That might also be helpful for coming up with jokes when you have some subject and you need to come up with something funny that's linked to that subject. So that's something to think about, I guess. To get past a creative block, then it generally helps to just do it. If you draw, just draw something, not necessarily what you want to draw, but get things going. Same should work for writing. Right, that's another thing. Sometimes when I'm stuck on writing a story, I'll start writing another story. Just to get myself out of that lump. Adam does the same thing, and he considers himself to be a writer first and foremost. So basically, I mean, I don't know how many of you follow my Twitter, but the movie Sonic comic that I wrote on the side, I mean, I did write that for fun. purely fun reasons. But I also wrote that because I was having writer's block with other projects that I was doing. And I think that writing that on the side, while I'll never be able to write actual Sonic comics, it was very fun to do that. And I think that just having those creative juices flowing through me, getting that energy out there, helped me go back to writing my main stuff. I didn't know you wrote a Sonic comic. I got to check that out. Well, it's just a script. And then I had more free time, so I drew like 3 pages of it. It's a movie Sonic comic. So it uses movie Sonic. And I'd like to pretend that that was all I wrote, but nah, I came out. I have like a little document saved on my computer now, and it's just a little outline for how this one comic that I wrote for fun leads into it's like a 3-part story. But it's just creative thinking, just pushing yourself to be creative helps sometimes, even if it's not what you wanted to work on. But yeah, it's just one of those things. Do keep the creative project small instead of something that will take 10 years of your life. Very good advice. Although, granted, some people don't tend to follow that advice. They'll write something that's supposed to be, like manga writers. They make something that's supposed to be a series that lasts for many, many years, because that's kind of what they have to do if their manga becomes popular. They have to keep it going and going and going to milk it for as much money as they possibly can. Don't do that. I always start off with what could be one-shots. And I think that's probably the best way to go about it. Start off with something that could be its own story contained in a one-shot. And then if people like it, you can continue it. That's the idea anyway. Although with Street Levelers, it was planned out to be a series. I basically had arcs planned out. And now that I'm rebooting it, I'm trying to figure out how to shorten it, get more across easier, and still it's not quite short enough. I need to think about cutting some side stories out. Oh my god. Is my voice actually... I've only been live streaming for 47 minutes. My voice is already cracking up and I'm out of water. That sucks, man. Hi, Dannphan. How many comics did you write? I've written a couple. I haven't finished as many, though. I think out of the many comics I've written, I've only probably completed maybe 4 or 5, maybe. Maybe. I guess 1 is still in progress, Spent almost 5 years on creative endeavor. I know your pain. Yeah. We all have pains of trying to be creative, man. Do you like the Shira reboot? I only watched 1 episode, man. I know. I've only watched 1 episode. I thought it was okay-ish. But I did hear some other videos that review, the MJ Tanner reviews. Those are pretty fun to watch. I watched a few of their reviews, and I could tell very quickly that I would not like the rest of Shira. So I did not bother continuing to watch it. I do know that Ishkra likes it, but I know that I probably would not. Do you watch any online reviewers? Well, I guess I answered that question too. Yeah, I do watch a lot of online reviewers. A lot of them. I'll watch those video essays too. A lot of people make these video essays on YouTube that are really, really good and help you understand story and writing very early on. But, I mean, my man. Yeah, I wish I could do more video essays myself. I've only done 2. And I'm not even sure if they're really well done video essays per se. But they take so long to do. And you also, you got to script them. Most of my videos are just me talking off the cuff and then editing it down. For the video essay style videos, you got to script them, get all your pictures, do twice as much editing, try to make it not too long so people actually watch it. Because some people aren't super into watching like 40, 50-hour videos, But, yeah. Is there a comic book publishers that you'd recommend that aren't pulling the pandering model Marvel and the like are doing? There are a bunch of different comic book publishers out there, my man. Alterna is the one that a lot of people talk about in the comics YouTubes. Man. I think there are a lot of independent comic book publishers that are probably the best places to look for your story. Obviously, a lot of manga doesn't really bother to cater to any political agenda whatsoever because they don't have that problem. They don't have those politics leaking into their country yet, at least. And so a lot of people turn to manga when it comes to trying to avoid those things because some independent publishers, they're publishing based on what they think of the story being submitted to them, but also, what they think would be or look good for their company. So sometimes you'll get a little bit of pandering, but, when it comes to independent publishers, it's more about judging it book by book rather than entire publisher like Marvel and DC might be judged on. Because at the very least, when you go to an independent publisher, they don't keep it all in one shared universe where everything is canon across the board. Have you read any Clamp manga? I don't believe I have. Clamp. Oh, man. I just cracked my elbow. Anyway, guys. I know that it doesn't matter right now, but I always feel like I have to absolutely check my notifications when I see that they're on, right? So I have to. I'm sorry. All right, cool. As I predicted, my notifications did not say anything of value, but I saw the notification tick and I had to turn it off because I just had to. I don't read too many webcomics, mainly because I don't like the webcomic format. I don't like it when a webcomic designs itself to only be read as a webcomic. I don't really like when they have one panel, scroll, one panel, scroll. That's so annoying. I hate it. I want to see multiple panels at the same time. I want to see comics that look like comic pages that have the ability to be printed on an actual book. And I don't mind scrolling to read something. What I mind is just the format of it. There's so much empty space between panels. And half the time the art isn't even that good. Sucks, man. I did get this one printed book recently that looks really good, and it's actually based off of a webcomic, old style webcomic, back when everyone had their own websites for their webcomics. Good stuff. And it actually looks like comic book pages. That's the big thing. I've been reading it, and so far it's pretty good. It's called Danger Zone 1, I believe. Yes. But yeah, it's pretty good. It's like very manga-esque style art, and it's kind of like a buddy cop thing with 2 girls on the force. There's mechs. I like mechs, so it's all good. Would you get mad if I pirate your comic? I wouldn't get mad per se. I mean, I might be a bit upset if I'm not getting any money from my comic. If like I have 0 sales on my website for a very, very long time, and then you tell me that you pirated it, I might be like sad. But I mean, I wouldn't get mad, you know? It's all about like the situation. I'm not very big, so I don't really expect to get a lot of sales when I do start selling stuff. I just want to do like good enough. In a way, I guess having my stuff pirated would be somewhat of a compliment, because it's like, oh, people care enough about this comic to want to post it free somewhere so that they can make money off of ad revenue. Oh, thank you, Mandatory Carrie. I'm at work, but hashtag keep fighting. Will do. But yeah, I guess it can be seen as a compliment, because there are some comics out there that are bad or little known that won't get pirated, that won't be offered free anywhere because nobody knows they even exist or nobody cares about that comic. You know? I'd rather have a strip on my own site and posting 3 to 5 times a week when it's rolling than posting a webtoon. Yeah, right. But you know, another thing is I'm going to be offering free comics on the website. So free comics that you won't have to buy. You can just read them free. So it seems a little bit pointless to take the free comics and then put them on a pirating website and reading them on the piracy website instead of just my website. That would be embarrassing. Straight up embarrassing. But yeah, and some comics that I sell will probably eventually be offered free if I want to. If I do a series and the first issue comes out, it does well, so I want to do more of them, I might offer the first issue free in the future so people can get into the series. Hint, you know. Thank you for the super chat. Clamp equals card captor Sakura. You're missing out. I guess so. Definitely missing out, guys. As usual. I grew up in a third world country pirating quesadilla era. I don't know why I said quesadilla. I'm sorry. I swear I have dyslexia sometimes. Anyway, Marvel comics. They were everywhere at the internet in Brazil at the time. Now I can't find nothing from Modern Marvel to download. I think that's saying something there. There you go. Greetings from Mexico. Hey, how you doing, Mexico? We're all good here. I still live in Brazil, man. We pirate a lot of stuff here today. Yeah. I know it, man. I know it. It's really difficult when companies don't put up their stuff available in other countries, because then you're just begging for people to pirate it, you know? And then you're basically just giving the money to someone else. You're just giving the money to the piracy websites when you could have made that money. It's a shame. I'm surprised that an artist is not upset about pirating. I mean, piracy, it happens so often, and it's not really avoidable. So at some point, you got to think about ways that you can do your best to avoid piracy by, basically competing with piracy. Like I said about, putting comics up free on my own website, so you'll come read it on my website instead. Stuff like that. Or, making my comic affordable so that you won't have to pirate it. Anyway, we'll probably be wrapping up the stream soon, guys. If you have anything you'd like to say before I skedaddle off the... has it gotten darker since we started? I feel like it's gotten much darker. Maybe it's just gotten more cloudy outside. I don't know, man. Anyway. Piracy is a double-edged sword in many cases. It sucks that people don't get paid, and at the same time, it increases the spending of customers. It's a crazy one. Yeah, it's a weird one. Anyway, man, good stream. Oh, thank you. I hope it is a good stream. Like I said, I'm always nervous about entertaining people. I'm just talking off the cuff here. You're awesome. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you all, people. Hey, Dannphan, have you read IDW Sonic comics? I read the first IDW Sonic comic. I heard further ahead where the series goes, and I think I'll not do that. I think I'll just, something about Sonic comics. It makes people want to go edgy. People always want to go edgy with the Sonic comics and make some kind of war story. I'm not into that. I just... that's not what I like about Sonic. I don't like the war. I don't like the edgy stuff. I'm all about the fun stuff. And there's also way too many characters. So, anyway. What's next for the Orgasm Girl comic? Hopefully, we will be launching in June. Hopefully. Like I said, I'm throwing that out there because that's, for the most part, the plan. But anyway, I'll hopefully have something to show you next month, actually. And you can take a look-see, see how you like it. For now, I'll focus a little bit more on finishing up the website and selling Ellie the Eliminator. Do that before my my crazy comic. Are you going to color your 6 characters fan art challenge? No, I don't have time. Website where your comics are at? It's not up yet. I've only got a beta. I've only got a beta version. I'm hoping that a friend will help me polish it up before I officially launch it and show everyone. But no worries. It's all coming soon. Anyway, guys, I will officially leave. Goodbye, everyone. I hope you have a good rest of your day. Let me know how you like the stream. Let me know if this is a good time for the stream or if it's a bad time for the stream. If you'd rather me do the streams at 6 o'clock again. Anyway, thank you, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Bye. Bye.